Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de la négation. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about negation. And our learning intention from this video is to be able to write negative statements using both simple and compound tenses. Okay, we are now going to look at 8 different negative expressions in French. I expect that you have seen some of these before, but perhaps not all of them. For each of these negative expressions, I'm going to show you an example of how to use it in a sentence. All right, on y va. First one, ne pas, which means not or not any. Now this one you've seen before, I'm sure. Here's an example. Je n'ai pas de frère. I don't have a brother. Now, an important thing to note here is that un, une, or des usually become de following a negation. So here we do not say je n'ai pas un frère. That's not correct. What we need to say is je n'ai pas de frère. All right, number 2. Ne jamais, never. Here's an example. Je ne bois jamais de café après 17 heures. I never drink coffee after 5 p.m. Ne plus, no longer. Je n'ai plus de stylo. I no longer have any pens. Or in this context, what we might say is, I don't have any more pens. Je n'ai plus de stylo. Ne rien, nothing. Now I've got 2 examples for ne rien. The first one works in the same way as all of our other examples because we've got the negation going around the verb. Je ne fais rien ce soir. I'm not doing anything this evening. Now I've got a second one on the right because rien is an example of a negative expression that actually can go at the beginning of a sentence. So when I say rien ne se passe, that means nothing is happening. Remember, se passer means to happen. Rien ne se passe, nothing is happening. All right, some more negative expressions. Ne personne. This means nobody. Now, like ne rien, we have 2 different examples. On the left, we have je ne vois personne ici. I don't see anyone here. And on the right, we have an example of how we can put personne at the beginning of a sentence too. Personne ne parle. Nobody is speaking. All right, next expression. Ne guère. Hardly or barely. Here's an example. Je ne mange guère le soir car je fais un régime. I hardly or I barely eat in the evening because I'm on a diet. Okay, next expression. Ne que. This can replace seulement because it also means only. Here's an example. Il n'y a que 5 élèves, dans la salle de classe. Où sont les autres? Il n'y a que 5 élèves. There are only 5 students. So altogether, il n'y a que 5 élèves dans la salle de classe. There are only 5 students in the classroom. Where are the others? And here we have one which is the most complicated. Ne, ni. Neither, nor, nor. Now, let's have a look at this in an example. Je n'ai ni frère, ni sœur. Je suis fille unique. I have neither brother nor a sister. I'm an only child. So here we can see the ne is going before our verb avoir in the present tense. Je n'ai. And then we have two nouns, frère and sœur. So the ni is going in front of our nouns. Je n'ai ni frère ni sœur. I have neither a brother nor a sister. All right, now let's talk about placement. Where do we put the ne pas, the ne jamais, or the ne plus in a sentence? Now that's going to depend on whether you're using a sentence which has a simple, which is using a simple tense, or whether you're creating a sentence with a compound tense. Now, a simple tense is going to be more straightforward. What is a simple tense? A simple tense is a tense made up of one single word. That is to say, the verb is a one single word. So this might be the present, or the future simple, or the imparfait. They're tenses made up of a single word. Now, for these tenses, these simple tenses, the negative expression is going to go around the verb as a sandwich. What does this look like? What do I mean? So here I'm using the expression ne rien, nothing. Our verb is fait. So we put the ne rien around the verb fait to form our sandwich. Il ne fait rien en cours. He does nothing in class. Now, here's an exception. We've seen just in the previous slide that some expressions can be put at the beginning of a sentence. Now, these negative expressions are personne ne and rien ne. Personne ne parle, rien ne se passe. Now, let's have a look at compound tenses. All right, now, we know what a compound tense is. Let's talk about where we are going to place our negative expression. Ne pas, ne jamais, ne rien, ne plus. All right, this time the negative expression is going to go around the auxiliary verb as a sandwich. Now, I've got some examples. The first example is not technically a compound tense, but it's what we call the near future, the future proche. For this one, we are going to put the ne pas around the verb aller, conjugated in the present tense. Je ne vais pas aller à la plage. I am not going to go to the beach. Now, the next two are our compound tenses. The first one, we have the passé composé of the verb faire. Je n'ai pas fait mes devoirs. I didn't do my homework. So here we can see our auxiliary verb is avoir, conjugated in the present tense, and we have ne pas around the auxiliary verb, followed by our past participle, fait, and mes devoirs, the object. Je n'ai pas fait mes devoirs. Now we have an example of the passé composé with the auxiliary être. Je ne suis pas né en Australie, je suis né en Angleterre. I wasn't born in Australia, I was born in England. So, je ne suis pas né. Ne pas is going around our auxiliary être in the present tense, followed by our past participle né. Ok, prenez vos stylos.